Welcome to the future. PBS Digital.
Previously on Everyday Edisons, graphics and gameplay were finalized for Wendy's idiom game, Buffudium.
It definitely sets itself apart from anything else I've ever seen.
The Snack Daddy prototype was presented to co-inventor buddies Russ and Brent.
Like I said, I don't think it could have been done any better.
The late John Murtaugh's mortar mixing hoe was branded a Murtagh.
If he was here to see what you have done, he would tear up.
And the Archivo was redesigned after coming back from the trade show in Las Vegas.
The great thing has been that the things that we knew we had problems with, they figured out how to fix.
Every great idea deserves a chance to change the way we live, the way we work, and the way we play. From thousands of ideas pitched at casting calls across the country, 7 were handpicked to be developed by a team of product development experts. Each idea will be designed, engineered, branded, and sent to store shelves. And each product's inventor will play a pivotal role in the evolution of their product. Millions could be made, obstacles overcome, dreams will come true on this season of Everyday Edisons. From a sketch on a piece of paper to a prototype to a product on store shelves, the product development process is as exciting as it is challenging. And as our Everyday Edisons products enter the final stages of development, it's that excitement that has our team of industrial designers, engineers, and marketing experts up for the challenge of making it to the finish line. Could the Everyday Edisons team develop a game based on solving idioms fun and exciting? Well, the answer is almost here as the branding team has established a name, graphics, and gameplay for Wendy Hampton's game. Now it's up to the branding team to put all of the pieces of the Buffudium puzzle together to see if it's as fun to play as it has been to develop.
When Wendy came to the casting call, we knew she had an interesting idea. We just weren't convinced that it was a great product.
The theme of the game is basically idioms, and there are everyday terminologies that we use in our English language.
The game market is tough. It's a crowded field. Getting a successful product on a retail store shelf is really a challenge, and a lot of products fail. So for us to be successful, we needed to execute. We needed to be absolutely flawless in the way we developed the game, commercialized the game, and marketed the game.
The name of the game is Buffudium, after a little trial and error.
But I have to admit, the Babylon. I like the Babylon name.
After picking Babylon to be the name of her idiom game, Wendy had a change of heart and chose Buffudium, and the name stuck.
And she made the right decision. I think it's the best one for the game, and now we can't imagine it any other way.
The object of the game? Have fun.
It's fun to play depending on how smart your group is.
So more than 3 years after Wendy and her daughter Taylor had the idea to battle boredom by building a board game,
She just came to me one day and said, "Mom, I'm bored."
and after several months in development with the Everyday Edisons team, it was finally time for Wendy to see her finished product.
All right, drum roll, please. When you get a chance to reveal something that's had this much hard work put into it and has really begun to take on a life of its own, and the inventor sees it for the first time, it's absolutely magic.
So now, so we'll take it off here.
Oh.
How about that?
This is ready to play. You open the box, you don't have to do anything, it's already there.
I think it's just a really creative idea to have it so that when you open it up, I mean, everything is right there together. It turned out great. It's a great product.
And it's nice to see it when you reveal it to the inventor, and it's that magical moment. It's just the culmination of all the hard work. It really does make it worth it.
Definitely to see a finished product gives me a sense of validation that, you know what, maybe you were really onto something, and now this tells me that I was.
You know what we should do? We should play the game.
Okay.
Your daughter's here, right?
Yeah, she's here.
We have 2 teams right here.
Okay.
And without hesitation, mother and daughter teamed up again. But this time, instead of setting out to make a game, they played it with the team that brought Befuddlium to life.
There was zero hesitation in playing the game, even spontaneously. But that wasn't planned. We did not plan on playing the game that day.
Okay, I'm gonna use phrase it.
You're gonna use phrase it.
But you gotta be on your toes, because
so
hey, that's an idiom.
Okay.
You gotta be on your toes.
Right, 60 seconds on the
they're
clock.
gonna guess it. They already know.
It brings people in, and it's one of those inviting games that it's not intimidating.
When something disappears.
Hidden.
And okay, so that's kind of what the phrase means, and this is the literal words in the phrase.
Into thin air.
Yep.
And what you saw happen there literally was somebody's reaction to playing the game for the first time. Tell us when you're ready.
Okay.
60 seconds on the timer. It's almost more fun if you don't know what all the idioms mean. Not a clue.
This is tough. This
Time.
Jeez.
Okay.
What was it?
Barking up
The long tree.
Now that's part of where the humor comes in, and people love laughing at themselves. People love getting to a point where you make a ridiculous statement and you don't get it, and everyone cracks up. Hog. Down on the hog. Oh, down on the farm. Down on the...
Notice what this... Oh. That was supposed to be a cat.
Down on the cat.
And while seeing her final product and playing Befuddlium for the first time was rewarding for Wendy,
It's just a great product. I really like it, all the way around.
having her daughter there made it even better.
It is really special because she was there in the beginning. She was actually the one who kind of gave me back my creative niche, if you will, and then to have her here through the whole process is really special.
After all we've been through, you know, it's hard to believe. She's a cool mom. I like her. I mean, how can you expect your mom to come up with something like this? And it took her 3 years.
It is one of the biggest thrills that you can get in this business, is to take something from that stage and breathe life into it and see it on the store shelf.
When the Everyday Edisons team began working on the Murtaughs project, they knew they were part of something special. But with no guarantees in the world of product development, making the Murtaughs dream come true was not a given. So the added pressure was felt by every team member.
Our team has done a great job on the Murtaughs product. In every single test, we have exceeded our expectations. There is no question here that we've taken a product, the core product that John Murtagh invented, and turned it into a great product.
John Murtagh was a proud man.
Well, he was strict a lot of times, but he was fair.
Proud of his large and loving family.
He's always looked out for us. He's always made sure everybody in the families had everything that they needed.
And proud of the tool he invented and had patented shortly before he passed away.
He didn't cut corners. He was definitely a proud person, and you could tell that by the way he walks.
Instilled with his father's will and driven by a son's instinctual desire to do good by their dad, Bill Murtagh made it his mission to make his dad's dying wish come true and get his invention on store shelves.
That's all I wanted, because I know how proud that would have made him feel.
So Bill came to a casting call.
My name's Bill Murtagh. I'm not the inventor of the tool that I'm getting ready to show you. It was actually invented by my father, John Murtagh.
And became an Everyday Edison on his father's behalf.
We're going to make this work for you.
Great. Thank you very much.
You did a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Immediately, the product development team recognized the weight of not only being challenged to develop a commercially viable product, but to make a family's dream come true as well.
When it's a person's dying wish, dude, pressure, right?
So the Murtaughs prototype was put in the field and tested by a professional mason.
Well, actually, I like it so much that Since I've actually had this one, I've left my other one at home.
Then the engineering team made some minor modifications and tested it again.
We've modified it slightly, we've added our little touch to it, and some for the good, some for maybe not the good of the final product, but it's a learning experience.
While the engineering team continued to optimize the tool's performance, testing revealed wood would be the best choice for the hose handle, beating out steel, fiberglass, and aluminum.
Wood is good. I did some, it actually is a really good material to use for a handle.
And after careful consideration, the branding team branded the Murtaughs tool a Murtagh.
If you don't know about this show and you don't know about the family legacy of it, it just seems like a cool, ambiguous name that is just the next tool, such as shovel, you know, it's a Murtagh.
So after months of research, testing, and development, the first production model Murtagh was ready to be unveiled to the Murtagh family.
What we have today is the culmination of a huge process. Without dilly-dallying, is the factory version of the Murtagh.
By Vicious Tools.
By Vicious Tools.
Wow.
It's super exciting to be able to pull that sheet off and show it to them.
Hey, you guys did a great job.
This is exactly what the production version would look like.
You guys are good. You guys are real good.
John would have been, you wouldn't be able to contain him.
I consider them friends and family, and to become that close to them, when she gives the vote of confidence, that's something. That's amazing, you know? Seriously, I was sitting there, and I was hoping that she'd say, "You've done good." And she went there, and then went a little bit past, and pff, perfect.
I'm really speechless because you guys have really added some really nice things to it. The stained handle and the grip for comfort, and it looks like a professional tool. Yeah, it does. There's some differences between the first one we brought in and the one we just saw, but you know, if you get to the root of it, it's still the same tool, but it's definitely been polished.
That was the hope, that it would look very, very similar to what they came in with, because what they came in with was great.
John would be very happy about it. You wouldn't be able to stop him.
I know that. I've always been proud of him since I was little, and he's gone now, but you know, I'm just as proud of him now for what he's done.
He's still with us, though.
From the moment our team saw Russ and Brent's papier-mâché prototype of their chicken wing tray to the point where their new prototype was unveiled, the Snack Daddy project has been fun and flawless. But until it's sent out, tested, and put in consumers' hands, nothing's been proven.
And I think from the very beginning, you folks have told us that from an emotional standpoint, we're going to be on a roller coaster. There's going to be highs and there's going to be lows.
This product has really evolved since we first took it on. Before I'm prepared to actually tool up and start manufacturing this product, what we need to do is make sure the product actually works in the environment that it was intended to work for. And so our next step is to take this product into the restaurant industry and work with the restaurant conditions, the temperatures, the issues that are related to a restaurant, and see if this product actually works as intended.
Where better to test the Snack Daddy than a sports bar with chicken wings on the menu and hungry customers in their seats? Including industrial designer Daniel Bazell, who was on hand to track the Snack Daddy's performance and gather consumer feedback.
And that was the goal, is to take it there, really take it through all the paces and the scenarios of the product. You know, going through the questionnaire time and time again, we heard everyone loves the presentation. It was either the second or first thing about what they liked about the product was presentation, and then of course the bone depositing hole.
This is a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, did you go?
Yeah, this is absolutely a no-brainer.
Including restaurant manager Brad Smith.
And that's why I'm glad to see this, because it almost motivates me a little bit to realize that there are better options than what I'm doing.
Yeah. To have people trigger their imagination, if you will, for the use of the product. We knew they were already accepting it and wanting it and enjoying using it.
So in each category,
the polystyrene withheld very hot wings right out of the oven. The kids loved it. A little bit of fun for them, much cleaner. The waitresses loved it. Easy cleanup. I mean, you can see there, she just opens it up. Doesn't have to come in contact with any of the gnawed-on bones.
the Snack Daddy passed with relative ease.
This one worked surprisingly well. As far as testing a first product, probably the best we've done in evaluating.
So the green light was given to begin manufacturing Snack Daddies in Asia, where individual vacuum forming machines will be able to produce more than 2,000 Snack Daddies a day. Meanwhile, the commercialization effort began, where it was team leader Louis Foreman's job to sell the Snack Daddy.
In many situations, inventors try to blanket the marketplace. They try to contact everybody who's out there who might have an interest. And I don't think that's the right approach, because what you end up with is a lot of people who don't see the value because it's not unique. And so what we did is we looked at the marketplace, we looked at who the players were. Companies that specialized in buffalo wings, that had enough stores that it was meaningful, and most importantly, had the right attitude, that they were innovators, that they were looking for new products and new ways to launch products. And what we ended up choosing was a company based in Atlanta, Georgia called Wing Zone.
So Louis headed south to pitch Snack Daddy to Wing Zone execs.
So what we've got here is a platter that would have anywhere from a dozen wings to 40 wings in it. Take the lid off, put the lid underneath, and then this becomes the base for your product. So you serve the wings to your family, you eat the wings, and as you're finished, you drop them in the hole. When you're all finished with the meal, again, you just throw it all away. So it makes it clean, it makes it easy to dispose of, and what you've got is a great way to serve the product.
The idea is great. It really is a fabulous idea.
What we're trying to figure out is, will your consumers benefit from this added convenience, this better way to display the product, and ultimately, will this display actually prompt an increase in sales?
I think when you enhance the packaging to it, it then elevates, the customer's perceived value of the product. We're 95% to go, whether it's through our delivery orders or through our carry-out and take-out orders. So packaging is a critical part of our business.
I had the first meeting with Wing Zone, and overall I would say it was a good meeting. They saw the value in the product and how it would benefit their customers. But there's really a difference between having a first meeting with someone and actually closing the deal. What happens in between is the negotiations. You're discussing the financials and you're caressing the deal to get it to the point where it's a win-win situation. Over the next couple weeks, I've got to make this happen. There's a lot at stake, and hopefully we can make this work for both parties.
From the very beginning, our team saw great potential in Pam, Mary, and Deborah's scrapbooking product that's become known as Archivo. And through the ups and downs of product development, that enthusiasm hasn't diminished. But the project hit a turning point at the trade show in Las Vegas, where the overall look and design of the product was well received. Weighing in at more than 8 pounds, it was just too heavy and cumbersome.
We have overcome a number of obstacles trying to get the product with the basic functions and features that we originally had in mind to get it to the point where consumers actually will accept the product and want to purchase the product. The challenge that our engineering team has now is they got to drop the weight. They got to find a way to make this product lighter. They've got to make this product thinner. They've got to get this product where consumers will embrace it and want to purchase it.
After 3 years of struggling on their own to make their original blue binder prototype sellable,
more than anything with this particular thing, it's been kind of perseverance.
and several months in development with the Everyday Edisons team,
Fact is, when I sit down with the ladies, they're my team, and I want to make their product the best it can be.
the scrapbook ladies were anxious to see an attractive, functional, finished product.
We want it pretty, we want it lightweight, we want the magnets to work.
With new design criteria in place,
Instead of being kind of a layout pod or a complete work surface for version 1, we're going to do more of an Archivo portfolio.
lead engineer Ian Kovakovich began to develop new technology for Archivo.
We were able to zero in on a point that real quickly showed some major promise.
Instead of using heavy steel plates and standard refrigerator magnets to hold a scrapbook page down,
they're no good. They've never been good. The only thing they're good at is writing Big Bubba's Barbecue and slapping them on the side of your fridge, right?
Ian determined plastic boards infused with dozens of small but powerful magnets and a soft felt-like iron-impregnated cover would do a better job holding pages down while solving the weight issue.
Vastly improved, both in weight and in power.
I challenged our team to find a way to make the Archivo lighter. It originally weighed in at over 8 pounds, and that was just too heavy. I'm real excited because they found a way to reduce the weight by 65% utilizing new technologies. The weight is now under 3 pounds. So I think we've solved that problem at this point.
While the pieces of the Archivo puzzle were sent to China to be assembled and wrapped in suede, the commercialization phase of Pam, Mary, and Deborah's product began.
The next step is we've got to find a way to get immediate access and immediate credibility into the scrapbooking industry. This is an industry that is filled with products that are endorsed by or recommended by experts in the field. So what we need to do is we've got to find that expert. We've got to find someone who understands the product, is passionate about the product, and who will recommend this product or endorse the product to the scores of scrapbookers out there that look up to this individual. We've looked around, we've identified someone. Her name is Donna Downey, and she's an expert in her field.
Meet Donna Downey, celebrity scrapbooker, author, mom, and potential Archivo pitch person.
The next step is for us to contact Donna and see if we can get her to sign on and be a spokesperson or an expert and recommend this product to our consumers.
So Donna was brought in, and lead industrial designer Daniel Bazell introduced her to the newly arrived Archivo factory sample.
I'm going to walk you through the outside and then go to the inside where the technology is, okay?
I'm already intrigued. It looks really cute.
So if we unzip it.
The big reveal.
When we open it, you actually have a work surface. On these work surfaces, or what we call, this is actually a metallic impregnated fabric, is your design.
Oh, wow. I think the idea is great. Conceptually, it makes total sense. I actually do want to feel how heavy it is.
There you go.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's a pretty sturdy work surface. It's nice and rigid, so that when it's laying on the nodes,
yeah,
it really works.
And it doesn't slide either, which is good. It grips the table. And as long as you can fit a certain amount of embellishment in underneath those mats without it sliding, I think that it's perfect.
Yeah.
Let's test it. Ready?
You can try.
No, didn't even move. Have you stood upside down and went like that yet?
Yeah, we've done that.
Does it work?
Yeah, it's fine. You can give it a try. Sometimes
Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, look, stays in place.
Yeah. And that's with buttons and all types of stuff in there. So it really works. Without a doubt, functionally, it really works.
From what I heard, you've got tons of patents on this, so it is brand new technology. It is groundbreaking. It's something that's not in the scrapbooking industry as it is. So, I mean, I think that in and of itself is something that is, to a scrapbooker who, wants to be able to tote their things around without them shifting is priceless.
With her vote of approval, Donna was on board and ready to endorse Archivo. So who better to tell the ladies than Donna Downey herself? With an Archivo factory sample in hand, Donna surprised Pam, Mary, and Deborah.
Pam and Mary, how are you? I'm Donna Downey. Nice to meet you.
Donna, and you rock.
Well, apparently you do too.
I have something very special in my hands. This is your final prototype of the Archivo. Do you want to touch?
Yes.
You do. Oh, wow. So excited about it. I can't wait to put it on my blog.
Yes.
I love it. I called the other day and I said, you know what? I need one now. I just got the perfect reason for what I need it for.
So you really liked it?
I really do, yes.
Can you tell us what you're going to say on your blog? She'll say it rocks. It rocks.
Of course. Well, then where would the surprise be?
I know. I've got to wait and go online.
So after the ups and downs that are common in product development, the scrapbook ladies finally hit a high.
Well, I think it's exciting because it still keeps everything that we wanted in the technology, but it is so much lighter. When you compare this to one of the original prototypes, this is incredible.
For three best friends who love to preserve memories, this day, this moment was worth preserving.
We'll make them take pictures of us today so that we can have this picture of this moment.
So our Everyday Edisons products have been designed, branded, engineered, and manufactured. Now they're ready to be sent to store shelves. So where will they all end up? Find out on the next Everyday Edisons.
Well, the one-year time period starts when you do the public disclosure, when you go to a trade show and show your product, or you advertise for sales, or you publish in a journal, either a scientific journal or Popular Mechanics when you run an ad. That sets your date and time.